It was supposed to be a simple mission. Routine surveillance. No contact, no risk. Just intel gathering. In the blazing heat of the Arizona borderlands, two DEA agents, Clara Voss and Elena Ruiz, set off on what should have been an in-and-out assignment. They never returned. Clara, a 10-year veteran with a sharp mind for counterintel, was known for her no-nonsense approach and photographic memory. Elena, a former Marine-turned-field tactician, was the kind of woman who walked into danger like she was ordering coffee. They were the DEA's finest, fearless, loyal, and smart. The two women drove a black Suburban across the rocky terrain just west of Coyote Pass, heading toward a location flagged by cartel chatter as an emerging trafficking corridor. The mission: monitor the zone, observe drop activity, and retreat unnoticed. But as the sun dipped behind the canyons, they sent one last message to HQ. Eyes on two subjects. Moving east. Wait, what is that? That's not static. Command tried for hours to re-establish contact. Nothing. By sunrise, helicopters were in the air, dogs on the ground, and intel analysts tracing every breadcrumb. Their last known location was marked less than 3 miles from an old, decommissioned mining network. The Suburban was found in a ravine, doors shut, gear intact, but the agents were gone. Their weapons were missing. No signs of struggle, no tracks, no evidence of attack or escape. The desert swallowed them whole. The press speculated wildly. Some blamed the cartels. Others hinted at internal betrayal. A few conspiracy theorists claimed the agents had discovered a rogue government operation. But with no proof, no bodies, and no leads, the case went cold. Until 8 years later. In 2025, a team of miners working near the Utah-Arizona border unearthed a sealed cave while blasting into bedrock. It wasn't on any geological maps. Inside, they found signs of recent human presence. Torn fabric, rusted gear, a tactical backpack, a badge, DEA. The nameplate, Clara Voss. Federal agents descended on the site within hours. Inside the cavern were pieces of survival gear, a half-buried first aid kit, and an encrypted USB drive wrapped in plastic. They also found something worse: blood smears on the cave wall and a makeshift bed fashioned from an old tarp and shredded uniforms. When forensic analysis confirmed the blood belonged to Clara, the investigation reignited. The decrypted USB drive contained journal entries. Clara had survived, at least for a while. Her last log read, "Duskveil is not what they said. Not cartel. Not military. Watching us. Elena's gone. I have to hide. If anyone finds this, burn it all." The name Duskveil appeared in other entries. Investigators scrambled to connect the dots. They didn't have to wait long. A drone sweep uncovered a buried structure a few miles away, an old black site, once hidden from satellites by signal jamming. Clara's entries mentioned multiple failed escape attempts, something underground, and strange experiments. Inside the structure, surgical tables, burned-out computer systems, and cages. Human-sized. A team found a secondary chamber beneath the ruins. Scrawled on the wall in charcoal were the words, "She's still alive." Internal memos confirmed Duskveil was a joint intelligence operation, a black project never officially sanctioned, rumored to have been run by a shadow branch of Homeland Security in partnership with a foreign intelligence firm. It was meant to study advanced interrogation, chemical influence, and neural manipulation. But it went dark in 2015, or so they thought. Clara and Elena had stumbled upon its revival. New search teams scoured the remaining tunnel systems. Inside, they found biological remains, audio recordings of screaming test subjects, and traces of psychotropic chemicals. In the deepest chamber, half collapsed from a detonation, they found Elena's DNA. And a notebook. Pages torn, ink faded, but legible enough. Clara tried. She came back for me. Over and over. I told her to leave. She wouldn't. They caught her. I heard it. They took her somewhere else. She gave me the keys to the door. I stayed alive because of her. Elena had been held for over 6 months before managing to escape deeper into the tunnels. But she never reached the surface. Not until now. A final sweep in the farthest wing of the compound revealed a sealed utility shaft. Behind it, Elena Ruiz. Alive. Emaciated, exhausted, barely able to speak. She had survived 8 years underground. Her first words after rescue. She stayed. She made them chase her. I just ran. Elena was rushed to a federal safe house. Over the next few weeks, she described Clara's bravery in vivid detail. How Clara found a way to move through the tunnels unseen. How she left food, supplies, even a map scratched into a ventilation duct. How she made noise in the eastern chambers to lure the guards away so Elena could sleep. But most of all, she remembered Clara's face, pressed against the viewing window in a locked cell. Smiling. Then gone. Elena was rescued, but Clara was never found. Some believe she perished in the collapsed sector. Others say she escaped into the desert, broken but alive. Her body was never recovered. The only thing left behind was her journal, her blood-stained badge, and her last entry. If you find her, tell her I kept my promise. I never left.